You are welcome to Physardemy, and in today's video lesson, I'll be giving you all a quick summary of the vital formulas that you must know under the topic called work, energy, and power. So let's get started without wasting further time. Now looking at this, the topic is work, energy, and power. So I will be giving you guys basically all the formulas you need to have at the back of your mind in case you are going to be writing any school exam, be it JAM, cosθ, or even your normal school exam. Now let's look at work. Basically, I am focusing on the calculation aspect of this topic. So I'm going straight to the point. Straight to the point. Now for work, first thing first, the unit of work is Joule, represented or symbolized as J. And the major formula for work is force times distance. That is the main formula for work. And if by chance you were given an angle, the question contains an angle, you make use of the formula for work, the second formula, which is force times distance cosθ, where your theta here is representing the angle. So you have to look for the cosine of the angle, multiply it with the distance, and then times your final answer with the force. That will give you the what? The work. And that is if and only if an angle was given. That is the summary for calculation on work. These are the formula you should take note of. Now moving on to energy without wasting time. The unit for energy is Joule and is symbolized as J. J, I said, same as that of what? Work. Now, what is the formula for energy? Now take note, for JAM, cosθ, or senior secondary school exam, the formula, topic under energy that you are mostly asked to calculate for is kinetic energy and potential energy. These are the high yield questions, okay? If you're ever going to ask a question on energy, it is most likely going to be under kinetic energy or what? Potential energy. Now they have slightly different formula. For kinetic energy, the formula is 1 over 2, or you say half mv squared, where your m is mass, v is what? Velocity. So you're going to square the velocity. Going straight to that for potential energy, the formula is mass times gravity times height, and we all know g is most case equals to what? 10 meter per second squared. So it's 10 in most cases. Then straight ahead, let's get to what? Power. The unit for power is different from that from energy and that of what? Work. What is the unit for power? It's what? Watts, represented or symbolized as what? W. Now the major formula for power is this, where power is equal to what? Work done over what? Time taken. Work done over time taken. Or you say energy over time. Now this energy is the answer you either get from this or this. So if eventually you have calculated the energy, or let's say the kinetic energy, and you are not asked to find the power in a certain time, it's simply the energy over the what? Time. If it was potential energy you calculated for, it will be the potential energy over the what? Time. Now observe something from here. We all know work is equal to what? Force times distance. So we cannot create another formula for power as what? Replacing this with force times distance, then over what? T. This is what? Second formula for power. Then we also know that E, most likely potential energy, is what? mgh. Now if that is true, we can replace this E with what? mgh, and then over what? Time. So this is another formula for what? Power. Lastly, observing closely, this is distance over what? Time. Distance over time. And from basic knowledge of physics, we know that distance over time is equals to what? Velocity. That will then give us the last formula for power, which is what? Force times velocity. Force times velocity. So basically, in essence, these are the formulas for work, energy, and power you should have at the back of your mind if you are doing a last-minute revision under work, energy, and power. So without wasting time, guys, we shall be taking 1 or 2 questions. Thereafter, I will drop one for you to try your answer. So what's our first question, guys? Let's read together, okay? We have to do this thing together so that we can understand better. Let's go. A boy drank a bag of rice. There's no unit there. There was no value there. So they are kind of not important to us as a physics student. We are looking for values and we are looking for what? The units, okay? That's what we are looking for. We are looking for quantity, units, and value, okay? Along a smooth horizontal floor, still not important to us, with a force. Force is a quantity, it's a physical quantity, so it's not becoming important to us, of 2 Newton. So we say solution. We have to be very fast in our working, okay? Now, we said symbolized as F. What's the value? They said 2 Newton. Here we begin because we have seen a unit, a quantity and a value. So we have started. Comma, what does they tell us? Applied at an angle. Angle is symbolized as theta. Of what? They said 60 degrees. Hope we are still together. They're moving on from there. They said at an angle of 60 degrees to the floor. What is the work done? That is the question. Work is unknown. Is that not true? Yes. After covering a distance, distance is symbolized as d, or in other cases as x, whatever case, or we can use it as d here. What's the value of the distance? They said equals 6 meters. So the distance given is what? 6 meters. And we are asked to look for what? The work done. Now we say, which of those formula under work do you think would be more suitable to solve this question? Now observe that there is an angle theta. Now because of this, we can't make use of this first formula, because this one does not have an angle in the formula. So in this question, this very question, we'll be making use of the second formula for work. And what is it? Work is equals force times distance cos theta. And here we come, guys. Here we come. Now we know the force. We know the d. We have the theta. Can we now find work? The answer is yes. So let's get started, guys. Now using this very formula as a guideline, if f is 2, we say 2 times, if d is 6, we say 6 times, if cos and the theta is 60, we say cos 60 degrees. Are we together? Good. Now from here, observe what will happen. Observe, guys. Class, 2 times 6 is 12. Is that not true? Good. Now we have to look for the cos of 60 degrees, the cosine of 60 degrees. And in most cases, if you are good in maths, you know that the cosine of 60 degrees is exactly 0.5, or you say it's what? 1 over 2. If you don't know it offhand or offhand, you can simply check it out with a calculator. Cos 60 degrees, you have what? 0.5. Now from here, class, if you multiply 12 with 0.5, we have exactly 6. Remind you, we are looking for what? Work. Is it not? Now you have 6. As a physics student, you have to be careful. What is the unit of work? I should ask to this my answer. Now going back here, we said the unit for work is what? The answer is joule. So in addition, I will add what? J, or we just say joules. Okay? And this is the answer to the question. Is that easy? Provided you have all this formula in your head, because in exams like JAM, your quantitative and even your school exams, you don't go with your book, you don't go with your what? Your formula notes. So you have to what? Memorize and master formulas in order for you to be what? Good in physics calculation. So guys, about now we'll be taking the second question, and after that I will give you guys your own question to work on. So let's get down to the second question now. Alright guys, here is the second question we are asked to solve. Here is the second question we are asked to solve. So let's do this together. They said an NG raises 100 kilogram of water. That is important to us. And guess what? 100 kilogram. What physical quantity is that? Is it time? Is it length? Is it mass? The answer is what? Mass. So we come here and write M equals 100 kg. Are we together? Now moving on from there, they said through a height h of what? 6 meters. That's what we have. In 20 seconds, that's time. Time is equals 20 seconds. They didn't stop there. They said, what is the power? So P, which is symbolized, which is the symbol for power, is unknown in this very question. What is the power of the energy taking gravity, that's G, as what? 10 meters per second squared. That's what they gave us. So we are asked to look for what? Power. Now in this question, observe, we are given mass, height, gravity, and time. So if you have mastered all these formula in your head, you looking at it, okay, I have all this formula in my head. Force times distance over time, work over time, energy over time, mgh over time, force times velocity. Which of them do you think is most likely going to be correct? So solve this question. The answer is what? This. So we come here and quickly write P is equals mgh over what? Time. and this is what we have. Now you have this, all you need to do is to impute the values given and make the unknown the subject. Thereafter you find the value of the what? The unknown, which in this case is what? The power. So let's impute, guys. P is the unknown. Do we have a value for mass? The answer is 100. Do we have a value for gravity? The answer is what? 10. Any value for height? Answer is what? 6. Over any value for time? Answer is what? 20. Now this is what we now have. From here we can now break down and get our answer. Guys, watch. 0 will cancel 0. 2 here 1, 2 here 3. So what are the survivors? What are the survivors? 100 times what? Here is 1. 1 times what? 3 over 1 is still this, okay? Guys, if you now times this from here, 100 times 1 times 3, the answer is 300. Now here is the problem. What would be the unit for what? Power. What would be the unit for power? The answer is what? Watts. And that is the answer. And that is the answer. Now if you ask me, how do someone become good in physics? How does someone become a good student of physics? The answer is know your formula, master your formula, know how to manipulate formula, and know how to combine formula. If you have this at the back of your mind, you will become a good physics student and you'll be able to what? Score high in any physics exam, in JAMB system or your normal school exam. So guys, this is the end of my question. But before I leave you guys, I'll be dropping one extra question on the board for you guys to work out and send in the comment section, where I'll be able to what? Evaluate and tell you if you are right or correct, and also provide any correction if need be. So let's have the question for the day now. Alright guys, so here is the question you are asked to solve. It said the engine of a train produced a force of 30 Newton when moving with a velocity of 30 meters per second. You are asked to calculate the power of the engine. Emphasis on power. You are asked to calculate the power. So you by yourself derive all that was given in this question and then choose the right formula and then work out the value for what? The power in this question. So this is the what? Summary of what? Today's video revision on what? Work, energy and power. I hope you find it helpful. If you do well to what? Share with your friends so they also can get to know the important formulas under work, energy and power. Thanks for watching. I remain Fizaleni. See you in the next video.